Back in 2016, before the election, the media was doing its best to smear the soon-to-be president. Obviously, nearly 2 years later that narrative hasn't changed and has likely gotten worse. One part of President Trump's life the media won't talk about or publicize is his faith in God. President Trump and Vice President Pence have made their faith a center point of the presidency. During Trump's campaign, he often met with evangelical pastors who would pray for him, asking God for wisdom in how Trump would lead the nation. In one interview, the president and his wife Melania were asked a question and their response put the room full of media on the heels. Western Journal reported. Donald Trump sat down for an interview with CBN News in which he discussed political strategies, the United States Supreme Court and prayer, just before the 2016 election. Trump said he would appreciate prayer for guidance when chief political correspondent David Brody asked him what he needed prayer for. "I would say I would like them to pray for guidance and to pray for our country because we need prayer now almost more than we've ever needed it before," Trump responded. Trump's wife, Melania, added that she would ask for prayers for health because it takes good health to keep fighting. It takes a certain amount of humility to make such a prayer request. Trump admitted that he doesn't have all the answers and, by doing so, destroyed the media's narrative that he is a know-it-all. Don't look for this story to appear in mainstream news outlets because it doesn't cast Trump in an unfavorable light. That's unfortunate, because during this interview Trump also pointed out one very important reason why Americans should vote for him, the United States Supreme Court. He said whether people like him or not, they should remember that he will appoint pro-life and pro-Second Amendment justices to the High Court, and that's a good reason, if not the best reason, to get out and vote Republican next week. Watch the interview by clicking here. Trump is right when he said our country needs prayer, because we are at an important crossroads. Should Clinton win the election, prayer itself might even become a bigger target than it already is, and that is a risk we simply cannot take. Those moments are pivotal in who the president is and how he leads our nation. Those are not the talking points of mainstream media. They like to point out the man's flaws and leave out all of the positive points. We all have made mistakes in life, but focusing on the great qualities of a person only makes them stronger. President Trump has chosen to use prayer as a vital resource in leading our nation, a quality that hasn't been in the White House for a long time.